we're on, again, I've got the dead aim ball marker. I'm out today doing some more putting with it, and I've found it does something more than just line up your putt. There's more to it than just the 5 prongs that are displayed there. Let's get fired into this. Okay, so as you know, when I was putting, the problem I had was I would put my ball marker down behind the ball, lines drawn on the golf ball. The line's drawn on the golf ball. If you check my previous video, which I'll put a link to at the end of this video, on the dead aim ball marker, it'll tell you all about the line and how it all lines up. Must watch that in order for this to make sense. But if you don't watch that, just keep watching this, it'll all click together. And placing the golf ball with the line in line with my intended hole, I found very hard because I'm looking down the way, yet I have to find my start line as well. So I couldn't look at both areas. Whereas now, if I place my ball marker, my dead aim marker, on my rough line, just a rough line, I know it's left to right, I can then come out as far as I like. And now as I look down the lines, I'm looking along all 5 prongs. I can also see my start line, I can see the line on the ball, the start line of the putt and the hole. So I now know, okay, it's prong number 4 on this case, because my visual's much better. Up to the marker, place the ball back in line with the middle prong, turn it to prong 4, and then that's me set up. Being able to move that far back but still see both the ball or the line of the putt from the dead aim ball marker continuing along the line of the start line of the putt, also the line on the golf ball and my intended hole, if you like. It's much better. I can see right down the line, right down the alleyway, if you like, rather than looking down and forward at the same time, which is impossible unless you're really clever. I don't fall in that category. So I have myself set up here. The ball is beside the tee, as you can see. That's quite hard to do that. And I'm going to putt 3 balls. I'm going to use 3 different lines using the dead aim ball marker, but all to achieve the same putt. So the way I play golf is I pour the ball into the hole so it dribbles in. That way the hole plays slightly larger, which I'll explain just shortly. But what we'll do is I'm going to take a little dead aim challenge and try and hole 3 putts from exactly the same spot using 3 different lines. The dead aim's allowed me to understand more how I putt. It's highlighted that I pour the ball into the hole and take more break. If you're an aggressive putter, you can play around with the lines all in the one putt. So it gives you options. It certainly doesn't make it any more confusing. It just gives you more options as to how to play the putt. If you're an aggressive putter, you'll take a prong inside mine. If I pour my in, so I take more break. That's the beauty of it. You can choose your own line. You choose your own intended starting line that's relevant to the style of putting you have. So I've placed that ball in what I would class the middle prong in relation to where I've put the ball marker down. It's going to be quite an aggressive putt. It's quite a hard swing from left to right, although I've not taken much break, so I know I have to be aggressive. I know if I've chosen the wrong prong, this is the wrong prong for me, I have to play the putt a little bit firmer. But I've set this up, I know this is too straight for me. I don't like to hit it as hard as this, especially downhill off the left. But that's the beauty of it. Can I hold all 3 putts using 3 different lines? Move that tee slightly. Okay, had to be really firm. There was not near enough break on that for my style of putting. That would have gone about 6 feet past. But at least I know that when I stood over it, rather than wasting time, okay, I've not taken enough break, have to hit this one firmer. Let's try it again on a prong further along. So I place the ball there, place my marker in rough line. I know it's left to right, so leave it to the left. So I've now taken prong 4, I like to call it, the 1 second from the left, so I'm taking more break on this putt. So it won't be as firm. There we go. So that was good. That was more along the style of my putting. I took a bit more break on that one, but the ball marker gave me 3 options. Here's option 3. I'm going to go for the widest possible option. So this will be the slowest putt of them all, widest line. Oh, just got a little bit too high. So that was my pace, I hit it a little bit too far. So I just failed the dead aim putting challenge. That wasn't very clever. It's not easy. If you guys try it, film it, put it on Instagram, put it on YouTube, put it anywhere you can, hashtag dead aim. Let me know how you got on with that. Tried the 3-putt challenge, the dead aim 3-putt challenge, and failed. The middle line was good for me. First line I was too firm, had to hit that too hard. If I'd missed that, it's going too far past, so I'm not happy with that. It's not my style of putting. Second one was good, kind of lagged it in, made the hole play bigger. And the third one, I just hit too hard. That was my problem. The line was correct, all 3 lines are correct. Just depends on what style of putting stroke you have, how aggressive or how weak you putt. I'm going to show you why I putt so weakly and why I take quite a lot of break right now. So here's why I think, in here is going to be why I think pouring the ball into the hole is much better than trying to take the break out. It makes the hole play larger. This is how. So if this is a golf hole, so imagine that's your golf hole. Your golf hole is, this is quite hard to draw with the camera in front of me. The golf hole is 4.25 inches in diameter. Okay, now if you have a golf ball and your ball sits on the edge of the hole, let's say it's coming in this direction, and it sits on the edge of the hole right there, so it's half on, half off, the chances are it's going to fall into the hole. Okay, if we're on this side, chances are it's going to fall in. If we leave it on the front edge, half the ball on, half the ball over, chances are it's going to fall in. And again at the back as well. If we've come round the back, no matter which angle we're coming from, if half the golf ball is over the edge of the hole, there's more chance it's going to fall in. Okay, now if this putt here, this ball here, going in this direction, was flying too fast, it's going to roll over the edge of the cup. It's going to roll over the edge of the cup. This one here will roll over the edge, this one here, well, it's going to probably roll over, kick up, but there's a chance that'll go in. But these two here are definitely going to drop in if they're going slower than at that pace of putt. Now, if that is the case, a golf ball is 1.68 inches. Okay, so this is 1.68 inches across there. 1.68. Now, if that's the case, if we draw from the edge of each golf ball round there, then now the diameter of the hole is your 4.25 inches plus your 1.68, you're 5.93 inches. So now the hole, instead of being 11 centimetres in diameter, let's just round things up, 11 centimetres, is now playing 15 centimetres, which is plus 4 centimetres. So the hole is actually playing 4 centimetres larger when you lag the ball into the hole. That was extremely hard to draw with that tripod in the way, but you get the idea. You get the idea of that. So now the golf hole, the actual hole itself, if you're using the ball pouring in the sides, it's actually playing 4 centimetres wider in diameter, or wider, than it was if we were putting the putt in at pace. So then with dead aim, you can now take your widest prong, if you like, and pour them into the hole. If you're missing on the top side or you're erring on that side, everything's falling towards the hole. There's more chance of things falling into the hole than there is running past. That's why I always take extra break. That's why I take a wide prong on dead aim. Now that doesn't mean we all have to take a wide prong on dead aim, it's just the way I putt, it's the way I prefer to do it. That's how I've found dead aim benefit in my game. Being able to line it up correctly, I mean that on the start line that I've chosen is just unbelievable. It's a game changer, absolute game changer. And then playing around with it, you find out, I'm an aggressive putter, do I lag it in? Yeah, lag it in, so I know which prongs I'm going to be using. That putt there, for example, that hole played larger than it should have played. You could see it lipped round and came back in because I'd taken the extra break. I'd used the dead aim to take the widest prong possible that suits my putting stroke, and it made the hole larger for me. If you find when you line your ball up that you've placed the marker in a position that's not exactly right, it doesn't quite meet a prong, and you feel as though, you know, that the prong, neither of the prongs, so prong, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 are not right, and you're looking at prong 4 thinking that's not enough break, prong 5's too much break, then use the grass line in between. So now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines you can use that are all relevant. So 4's not enough break, 5's too much break, use this one. So the conclusion is pretty simple. I failed the dead aim challenge. I take more butt break when I putt, which I've found out due to dead aim. It makes the hole bigger, and I am a lag putter because of that, and dead aims made me identify that. And also there's 9 options, not just 5 options. There's 5 prongs, but we've got the in-between prongs as well, the 4 grass lines. So now there's 9 options. That's the findings from today. In the box below you'll see the website where you can buy a dead aim. There's also a promo code which is on the screen just now, SJPGA dead aim. That gets you a discount off your purchase as well, so it's well worth it. Guys, it's a little gadget that you honestly, I couldn't golf without it now. Go for it.